Valenciana, Spain's orange basket here on the east coast of the country, where the 2023 Vuelta España Stage 5 roared into town. The little town, Burriana, and it marked where Caden Groves took his second straight sprint victory in this year's edition. Second place went to Ineos Grenadiers Italian Filippo Ganna. Third place, Dries Van Gistel from Total Energy. And the day, well, it was around about 160 kilometers or so, and was marked by a solo rider from BH Burgos, the Spanish team, the purple-colored Spanish team. But the rider of note, only the third ever professional rider from Uruguay, Enric Antonio Fagundes. He was solo for most of the day, coming up to the stage's only difficulty, that 11-kilometer climb that topped out with around 53 kilometers to go. Well, Fagundes was eating up all the TV time, and you have to think he's in his first year as a professional rider, riding in his first Grand Tour here at the Vuelta España. But his time for glory, his TV time, it was over with because the Argentine rider had him in his sights. The Argentine rider, well, that's Eduardo Sepulveda from Team Lotto Destiny, and he's in the Mountains jersey, that white jersey with the blue polka dots, and he wanted to get the maximum points there before the top. Well, he passed Enric Antonio and did so at the top. 53 kilometers to go, had about 1 minute or so back on the peloton, being led by the GC team, Soudal Quickstep for Remco Evenepoel, and Enric Antonio was somewhere there in the middle of no man's land, zipping downhill. 38 kilometers to go. Sepulveda, well, he got caught, and it was over what we thought to the sprinters. The sprint teams were starting to get lined up right behind the GC teams that were riding to keep their riders protected. We were coming into the final 20 kilometers or so, heading towards the coast here, where things started to get interesting because we had a sprint around about 10.8 kilometers out. And that sprint, that intermediate sprint, had bonus seconds on offer. And all of a sudden, we thought Caden Groves or Milano would be going for it. Well, they were, but all of a sudden, we saw the UAE team coming up the right-hand side. And then we saw the red jersey, Remco Evenepoel, jamming out of the bunch, getting the first place, getting the 6 seconds in bonus. Second place went to Caden Groves. He beat Caden Groves, who looked like he might have set up and let Remco Evenepoel get the first spot for the bonus seconds. He probably doesn't care about the bonus seconds. Remco get the 6 seconds bonus seconds, and that's an important amount of bonus seconds there over his rivals. And then we came in heading into the important 3 kilometers to go, where they had neutralized the GC, so the GC teams could not worry. But right before they're going through a roundabout, right around the right-hand side, we saw a crash, and it looked like the first rider to go down, well, that was the rider Menton from Lotto Destiny. He wasn't sure he was the first rider to go down or not, but he said he hit the deck. His teammate, Andreas Kroon, stage winner there the other day in Barcelona, he didn't go down, but we look for Jules Johansson there from Intermarché. Also, I think Sebastian Milano, the UAE Team Emirates sprinter, went down because we saw his bike over there by the medical x-ray truck. So let's hope he and the other riders are doing okay. Into that area of the 3 kilometers to go, and of course, Alpecin de Koenig came to the front. The team in blue working for the man in green and the green points jersey, Caden Groves, winner of the stage yesterday, stage 4, but now had his eyes on stage 5. The Australian wanting to go for it again, and the team lined it up perfectly, straight into town, straight towards this beach, and then a right-hander at 700 meters to go. Through that right-hander, Alpecin de Koenig still on the front, looking pretty textbook. And then we see the Ineos rider, and it was Filippo Ganna. He knows how to ride a powerful 1 kilometer, also 4 kilometers. He's done it in the team pursuit at the Olympics, winning gold with Team Italy. And he's also done it recently at the World Championships in the individual pursuit, winning the rainbow jersey, the gold medal. And he went out, struck out early, but Caden Groves there on his right was able to pip him on the line for stage victory, another victory for the Australian. His third in the Vuelta España, 2 this year, 1 last year, and adding to the Giro d'Italia win that he had earlier in the season in May in Salerno. But hey, let's look at what happened in the GC, because Remco Evenepoel pulled a fast one on his rivals, and I'm talking about Jumbo-Visma. 6 seconds he gained. I spoke with him there in the mix zone, and he thought it was 3-2-1, but it turned out it was 6-4-2. So he gained 6 seconds on his GC rivals, and he said, well, he didn't think that he would really be going for it, but then he saw UAE lined out, and he didn't want Juan Ayuso to get those bonus seconds. so he gave it a go, and it worked out quite well. 6 seconds in bonus, and those 6 seconds of bonus now put him 11 seconds ahead of Enric Mas from Team Movistar and 37 seconds ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. They're sitting around 4th place in the general classification. So a little coup there from Remco Evenepoel, our Belgian friend, and he reminded us, well, hey, the Giro d'Italia was won around about by 14 seconds by Geraint Thomas, and he thinks he now has around 16 seconds of his lead due to bonus seconds. So chapeau to Remco Evenepoel. After a couple of rest days, sprint days, taken out by Caden Groves, the Spanish Grand Tour is back to its old habits tomorrow. Mountains and the summit finish up to Javalambre. It's Remco Evenepoel with a slight 11-second lead on Enric Mas in the 2023 Vuelta a España.